Hello everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to our video update from July. We had very cool 3 months, and it was very, very busy. We were involved in schools and just also working in the office. For me personally, I was involved in a new pioneering school called IBC, which stands for Integrative Bible Course. And so we worked a lot with, I don't know if you're familiar with the inductive Bible study, but we spent a lot of time teaching the students how to actually study the Bible inductively. That means for example, you're reading a book in one sitting first, then you're going to go into the historical background of the book. When was it written? Who wrote it? Who was it written to? And then in the next step, you're just reading through the whole book again, just marking everything. Every key verse, or key sentences, you just mark all of those. And so you're going to be able to get a whole picture, an accurate picture of that book. And it's going to give you a lot of insight on why the book was written, and it's just really, really cool to draw conclusions from it, interpretations and applications mainly. And so an example to bring you guys something that I really learned during that school, staffing it, because I was mainly grading their homework and leading classes. Something I really learned was, for example, when the Israelites went out of Egypt and the 10 plagues that happened. And just reading that story, it's a really interesting story, but it also could seem very cruel. And, all those plagues that are really destroying basically everything. But the approach of the IBS is to look into the historical background and ask yourself the question, why is exactly this the plague that God sent? And so looking into that background, we learned that the Egyptians had many, many gods, many, many idols. And all of those idols were addressed in those plagues. For example, as God made it being dark throughout the day, that was him declaring, I'm better than your sun god. Or as he turned the water into blood, he's declaring, I am better than the Nile god. And he just told everybody, or wanted to reveal himself to the Egyptians and say, hey, all those idols that you worship are just idols. They're nothing really worth worshipping. I'm the one that's supposed to be worshipped. And so that's how he really revealed himself to the Egyptians, hoping that they would turn around. And in the end, there were a lot of Egyptians actually going with the Israelites, leaving Egypt. So it's amazing. So that's, for example, something that I've learned, and we teach the students how to come to those conclusions. Yeah, that was really, really cool. Elise, what did you do?
I was working in the office. I had a few different jobs that I had the opportunity to serve in, and one of them was as the receptionist, the other was managing the office, and I was also the registrar. So I got to see all of the applications come in for the students that are applying to come for DTS or IBC or our SBFM program or SOW, all of the applications. So I got to kind of talk to the students, answer any of their questions, push them through the application process so that we can see them come to DTS or whatever school they applied for. And then another part of my job was distributing food boxes. So Wailea Maui is a registered distributor for the Maui Food Bank, which means that we are responsible for pretty much the entire North Shore. If anybody on the North Shore needs a food box, they call us and then we distribute to them. So that's my responsibility, to take those phone calls and to make sure they're distributed. And I think we got some video of what that looks like. The goal is always to pray for whoever we're dropping food off to, and it's really cool to see how the Lord uses those opportunities. So that's a really fun part of my job.
Yeah, this is how it looks like. Alrighty, so now we're just heading out to go to a close by store. Our base is registered as a food bank, and a few times a week. Actually, this week it's like 4 or 5 times that we are receiving requests for a food bank. So we have our food bank, or our food thing somewhere there.
It's all the way in the back.
It's all the way in the back. And and yeah, we're just gonna deliver that to the people in need. So yeah, I'm just gonna take videos and pictures along while we do that. I can't record while the person is there, but just, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it afterwards a little bit more. But yeah.
Hi, so now is the time of day where we sit and wait for the person that's ordered the food box to come and pick it up. So here we are with the food.
All the food that we're gonna give to that person.
Yeah.
But we're excited to meet him. Hopefully we can pray for him.
That's our goal,
And,
is always
yeah.
to connect. So.
Alrighty. See you later.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of what a food box delivery looks like. Like Fabian said in the videos, there were quite a few that week. They've been kind of picking up recently, so we usually have one every single day. And that guy in particular, he didn't end up showing up that time, but we were able to reschedule with him, and he eventually did get his food box, and we got to talk with him for a little bit before we left. So that was a big blessing, and it's really an honor to be a part of that part of our ministry.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, now we have some more really good news. And so, yeah, Elise is pregnant. And so that's really exciting. And we wanted to let you know that we're expecting a child. We don't know what it is yet. We're going to find out in July if it's going to be a boy or a girl. So that's going to be really exciting. Our due date is in December. So yeah, that'll be one of the prayer points that we have, that everything can just go well. Yeah, that the baby's going to be healthy, that Elise is going to be healthy, and yeah, that we can do a good job as parents. And yeah, that's the good news. And I just want to thank you so much for checking out the video, yeah, for supporting us in your prayer, for being interested in our mission work. And yeah, we really wish you an amazing weekend and a good week next week. Bye.
Bye.